everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited to be here with you to share a little bit about my story and to tell you the beauty and share with you the beauty of overcoming trauma. The beauty of overcoming trauma. Yes, it can be a beautiful situation, and I'm here to explain to you how I did it. My name is Janet Butts, and I'm a proud New York Rican from 108th Street and Madison Avenue in New York City. Growing up in New York, you learn very quickly the skills you need to survive through some very, sometimes unfortunate circumstances. When I was a little girl, I remember all I ever wanted to do when I grew up was to be a teacher, a speaker, and an author. And I used to stand in front of my mom's bathroom mirror and I would just speak to myself and I would tell my community the latest news as a newscaster for New York City. Of course, sometimes life has a different plan. And so I experienced many traumatic situations along the way, some of them more devastating than others. I was molested as a child. I was raped as a child. I destroyed a lot of my life through substance and alcohol abuse. I lived a very promiscuous life for a very long time. But the one thing I want to share with you today is the one that changed my life. And that was an automobile accident that I experienced in the year 2017, where I was rendered an amputee. Now, I want you to know, I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I have never felt sorry for myself. And for the last 6 years, honestly, I've lived my best life. You know why? Because I don't allow the unique appearance of not having a left hand to change or define who I am as a person. I'd rather let these cute little wigs do that for me. It's amazing. I wasn't born this way, but I've had to learn how to make adjustments along the way, and I'll tell you, it was a life of reinventing. Listen, I still do everything I need to do to care for myself. When I need to get dressed, I dress. When I'm hungry, I cook. When I'm thirsty, I drink. When I'm shopping, I shop. And when I'm funky, I bathe. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is not rocket science. I never ever asked for the accident, but I was not about to let that define me, create me, dispel me, dismiss me, abuse me, take advantage of me, or in any other definition of the word. I am my best self now because I made a decision on that fateful day that if I didn't die, I was going to get busy living. And listen, I don't believe that I went through all of that for myself. I'm convinced that I'm alive to tell you this story because there are people watching this right now who need to hear a word of hope. And I am here to tell you that no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the trauma was, if you are here, you have the right to be here. And that's what I decided for myself. You know what, Janet? You have the right to be here. It doesn't matter what has happened. And I've had many losses in my life. But I'll tell you, the most important things that I have held on to more than the losses were my gains. Trauma has a tendency to give. Trauma gives opportunities. Trauma gives instances for hope. Trauma gives you resilience. Trauma gives you an example of who you really are. And if you survive trauma, trauma cannot change you. If you survive trauma, or when you survive trauma, you are automatically a winner. And that's how I see myself today. I am not going to lose as long as my eyes open every day. I seize every conceivable opportunity to live and to live my life to the best and the greatest. I feel that I deserve it. And I know that if you made it through trauma, you deserve it. You are a testament of God's great glory. Honor him by living your best life regardless of the circumstances that tried their best to take you out. You are still here because you are important. Please don't allow trauma to define you, to depress you, to eliminate you, or to take you from us. We need you. The world needs you. And I want you to know I need you. And I feel like you need me. I want to do a little exercise with you very quickly. I want you to look to your left. And then I want you to look to your right. Anytime you are looking in those two directions, I promise you, there's going to be someone who can help you through your circumstances. But do you know the one thing you cannot do? You cannot turn all the way around and look behind you. That is by design. You cannot turn your head all the way around to see what happened, what was in the past, what hurt you, what brought you trauma. I promise you, that is by design. When we look back, or when we try to look back, it hurts. It hurts here. It hurts here. It hurts here. And so what I challenge you to do today is to look forward and stop missing opportunities that are presenting themselves to you to bring out your greatest you. You deserve to live your greatest life. You are here to tell your story. I want to share a little video with you about a teaching that I did recently, and it talks about being a winner. I'll be right back. And so I have just taken on this posture that I am a winner, and therefore I cannot lose. And so I started a publishing company and a self-publishing program for people just like you and I to tell our stories about how we overcame adversity. Because I promise you, there's someone out there that's going through some things. And we all deal with things that we'd rather not be dealing with. And we're challenged with things that we'd rather not be challenged. But it's not rocket science. We fight. Because just like I feel about myself, I feel that about you. I've been with you a couple of days now. You are winners. Therefore, you can't lose. So I want you to raise your fist to the air, and I want you to tell the universe, I am a winner. I am a winner. And therefore, I cannot lose. I cannot lose. That's my story. I understand it. And there it is. No matter what you think, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you've endured, no matter what has happened or hasn't happened, you are a winner. Thank you so much for being with me today. I love you.